The 4200 Lumen PowerTac Warrior G4-FL. Now first things first, everyone always wants to know how much light does it produce. Well, this light produces on its highest setting 4200 lumens. We're able to accomplish that through advanced circuitry that we've designed at PowerTac, but also the use of a Cree XHP 70.2 high-intensity LED emitter. Now I know that's kind of a mouthful, but we use the best LEDs money can buy to make sure that we have the reliability, the function, and the output that we look for and we desire in our flashlights. Now when you're on your highest setting, your 4200 lumen output, you actually have a throw of 214 meters with the PowerTac Warrior. So let's walk you through how you use or operate the PowerTac Warrior. The PowerTac Warrior has 5 different light output settings. Now there are several ways that you can illuminate things with the Warrior. The first is a firm click of the rear tail cap. Now, you also have the ability to use a momentary on or off on your tail switch. Now, once you have your tail switch or tail cap pressed in, you can use this side button here to change your illumination settings. So it will take you through the different settings or the different modes, if you will. When you have your flashlight off, you can instantaneously, using that side button, illuminate via strobe. Pretty cool. A feature that was designed for law enforcement officers, and I personally have been carrying this on my duty belt for many, many years, and that was actually the one thing that really sold me on it. In addition to the strobe being momentary on the side, if the light is on and you hold that side button down, you'll notice that it goes straight to strobe. These have a built-in memory feature. So whatever your last lumen output or lumen mode that you had selected, if you turn the PowerTac Warrior off, when you turn the light back on, or even if you use momentary, that will be saved in the light. The Warrior, in addition to being extremely impact resistant to 2 meters, is actually IPX8 rated. Now what does that mean? IPX8 rated means that it's actually water submersible. It's waterproof, and you could submerge it in up to 2 meters of water before you would have any possible issues with the light. So what that means is it's not going to get damaged if you're in the rain. It's not going to get damaged if you use it in the rain. It's not going to get damaged if it gets wet in any way, shape, or form, unless you take it to the bottom of the ocean. The PowerTac Warrior also has this cigar ring. Now the purpose of that is if I drop that flashlight, I know if you've had a flashlight before where it just starts to roll, but even if you put it somewhere on a surface where it can start rolling, that cigar bezel will act as a stop. I know I've put mine on the hood of a car, the roof of a car, on uneven pavement or concrete, and it would roll. Well, with that cigar ring around it, not only does it work for tactical settings or tactical usage, but it's great and designed to stop the light from rolling. Now, in addition to the Warrior being bright, reliable, and durable, we wanted to make sure that when you do have to use your light, it's fully charged. So one of the ways that we did that is we offered several options that you can recharge the light with. When you open your PowerTac case, you'll notice that you've got this magnetic rechargeable right here, which is great for when you're going down the road, anything like that. Law enforcement officers like myself, I like to leave it in the holster on my belt and just plug this in while I'm going down the road. Because in the event that I have to get out and jump out, I don't have to take my light off a charger. I don't have to worry about pulling it off a battery or putting a battery inside of it. Now in addition, in case you don't like that, or in case you do lose it in a pinch, there's a generic USB mini rechargeable port right there. Now in addition to the light being able to be charged 2 different ways, there's also 2 different ways that you can fuel this light. You can use an 18650 cell like we have here that we include, or in the event that you have CR123 batteries for another platform, i.e. your optic, your night vision, anything like that, you can use 2 CR123 cells and still receive a really, really good amount of output. As soon as you remove your PowerTac Warrior from the case, remove your rear tail cap switch and take your lithium cell protector and discard it. Then you can take the tail cap and put it back on, and your light is ready for service. So a couple quick how-tos and a quick example of the light. There's a cigar ring holder here. You'll notice that you have a belt clip here. You have your charging port here, crenulated bezel. You have a crenulated tail cap. And if you notice, on this side, you have your charging port. So this is going to illuminate red while you're charging your flashlight and blue once your flashlight is fully charged. To go ahead and operate the flashlight, again, you have a momentary press on the rear, or you can do a full press on the rear. To change modes, you would go ahead and press this side button, and that will take you through the different modes on the flashlight. At any point in time when you turn the flashlight off, it will turn on with the exact same lumen output as your last output. If you want to go immediately to strobe, you just press this side switch. Once the light is on, it's on Firefly right now. We'll kick it up a little bit more so you can see. Once the light is on, if you hold down for more than about a half a second, you'll get immediate strobe, and that will stay on. In the event that you would like to remove your magnetic recharger, I would like you to take a small screwdriver and just kind of wiggle it in underneath. Once you gain access, you'll immediately feel that this starts to open up. Once you have it a little bit loose, you can just simply take that off, and that will allow you full access to the mini USB rechargeable that you have there. If you would like to remove your pocket clip, you can do so by taking off the rear tail cap. You would go ahead and then carefully remove your O-ring. Once your O-ring is off to the side, you can twist your cigar bezel. As you twist your cigar bezel, you'll notice that you could take your clip and pull it away. Then you would simply repeat the process in reverse. You would put your cigar bezel back on, and once your cigar bezel is back on, you can go ahead and take your O-ring, put your O-ring back on into this little groove down here, and then you would put your tail cap back on. You'll notice the machined cutout here. The reason I want to show you that is in an attempt to make sure that this flashlight is as overbuilt and reliable as possible. This cigar bezel actually holds that clip, so there is no way that this clip is going to just start rotating or pull off accidentally. Another way that we make sure that if you're using that clip to secure your flashlight, that your flashlight will be there when you need it. Your holster for your PowerTac Warrior is designed for an 1 3/4 belt. Now you would simply take your Warrior and push it down into your holster like so. What I like to do is when I put it in my holster, I always orient it that way, because what I can do is I can slip my magnetic recharge port right onto the light as it sits on my belt. And when I have to leave the vehicle or leave wherever I'm sitting, it simply just pulls away, no problems. We hope today's video on the Warrior G4-FL was both helpful and informative. But in the event that we missed the mark or you still have a few more questions, please feel free to reach out to us. At PowerTac, we want to earn your business. We're very proud of the product we put out, and we want to make sure that it gets in people's hands who need it. I'm Rob with PowerTac. Stay safe.